Water is something we learn early on is very important. You know, I think all of us have seen the cartoons and the movies where the guy's stranded in the desert, his tongue's hanging out. He's just, you know, you've got to have water to survive. And without water, you're in a bad way. The Oasis water system is something that caught my attention right away, because we hunt a lot of times in areas that are very drought ridden and have been for some time. And I've always felt like anytime I can hunt around a water source or a food source, I'm going to be more productive. But as those have gone away in the last few years because of the lack of rain, it's created a lot of changes in the thoughts, the way I would even set up some of my hunting places. So seeing these Oasis systems and how simple they are and how easy they are to be able to put out was something that right away caught my attention.
Today we're going to set up our Oasis wildlife water system. We've picked a spot up here by our feeder, and what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and find a good level piece of ground, and we're going to set it up so that our tray will set level, and then we're going to bring our product in and set it up. All right, that looks pretty good. It's a nice, good spot, so we'll do that. Now let's get our tray, and we'll put our tray in position. One man handles it easily. As you can see what we have here, we have a basic tray system here. This is where our reservoir sits. This protects our float system in here, and this drains out here, and this is your reservoir that you actually have your animals drinking out of. So let's go put that in place. All right, one person can easily grab this thing, as you can see. We'll take this rascal over here. And as you can see, we've got our float system here underneath it. That float system is going to go down into the containment area of the float, and it's very easy. You just basically set it there, be sure your float gets in the right spot. It secures itself down. The way we've designed this and the principle of this is the float system up under here is protected from all your animals and all obstructions, so your raccoons and things can't get their hands up in here and manipulate your valve. Okay, as you can see, we fired up our water hose from our fill tank. We're taking our 1-inch water hose. We're going to put 100 gallons in this unit right here. Keeping our straight there. Everything's in good shape. You can always wash your pan out with your hose like that also when you're refilling. After the second or third time that you come out to fill your system up, the animals would have put their feet in here and gotten dirt into your pan. That's one of the good things about our system is you don't have to manage if they got their feet in here or something died in here or algae built up in here, because it won't. Just this down here in this one little pan. Again, this is food grade. It's going to be 120 degrees out here, 110 degrees out here this summer. This is the heat on top of this tank is going to be 150 degrees. The water inside is going to be about 80, 85 degrees. The UV protection keeps your water from getting hot. Your pan will have hotter water in it naturally, and your pan will have evaporation from it. But you won't lose evaporation from this original reservoir. All you'll have to do is from here. And as it evaporates, the float will naturally let it refill. So again, you're managing 6 gallons of water, 5 gallons of water instead of 100. This was an open top. You'd be losing a lot of your water evaporation that your animals would never get the benefit from. This time of year being the spring, we're setting these up at the perfect time. You're going to have yearlings coming along, and they're going to learn to drink out of these systems, and they're going to get conditioned to finding water every time they see one of these. Just like when they see a feeder, they're going to know to go and eat. So that's what we're trying to do, is condition your animals, reduce their home range. They can go and live 100 yards from here, and they got food, water, and shelter. They don't have to jump your neighbor's fence. They don't have to go way off. All right, so I'm going to take my rocks. I'm going to put my rock in this corner here. As you can see, that's right at the water level. If an animal fell in, you could get it and get out here. I'm going to set a rock on the outside, like this, to allow an animal to come in here and you get up high enough to get a drink. So not only is this for your deer, your hogs, whatever, you know, it's also for your raccoon, it's also for your mouse, it's for your whole system, your whole ecosystem. Your birds will love it. You'll have birds drinking out of this all the time. It's a complete system. It's a wildlife watering system. It's not just a deer watering system. It's for anything that requires water, and that's everything on this Mother Earth.
For more information on Oasis watering systems, visit oasiswildlife.com. We'll be right back.